Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome to another episode of the Real World Skeletons in Bed recaps with, of course, me. And you have a freshly shaved Kevin, and you don't hear the Real World on the background because this episode does not deserve it. I think it was a very boring episode. I'm just saying that it didn't get me. We're just gonna talk about the episode, and this starts off with kind of like Bruno and Violetta knowing how to push their buttons, and they're always playing around, and it's just like messing around with each other. But sometimes, us guys take it to a little bit a step further where it gets uncomfortable and not pleasant and not funny. And I totally understand that sometimes people, not I would not say especially men because everybody does it, but I think that yeah, people, we sometimes take it to that level where we're not supposed to, and this is what happens. So later, we have Violetta's two. Well, before that, we've seen that Violetta is kind of having a lot of issues, and she's always being on the checking her weight, and the guys, the wolf pack, is actually worried about her because they have seen that she has gotten skinnier um throughout the time they've been there. Now the Violetta's what's it called, skeletons come in, and they come in like at the middle of the night, I think, and it's Tia and Jessica. And to be honest, Jessica has like a scared face. I think like she has like, I don't know, she looks like, I don't know, she just looks so weird to me, and Tia as well. I don't know, they have weird faces, and I don't think I want to see none of them in the challenge. I mean, Tia is short, and she has huge boobs and a huge ass, which makes her look a little bit funny because she's short. But, I don't know. Anyways, um, so at this point, Violetta is having anxiety attack, and to be honest, she was talking a whole bunch of big talk when her skeletons came. She was gonna be the biggest bitch, and then they show up, and she just runs off. I'm like, come on, Violetta. I thought you had more in you, like you were talking a big game, but whatever. So at this point, she has anxiety, and before she goes out, and Sylvia and Madison go and try to go after her, but she wants to be left alone. She goes to the bathroom, and she throws up before she actually um, go talks to these girls, and it was kind of like, I don't know. I just listening to her like throwing up was like, I had such a bad feeling about it because I thought it wasn't right. I don't know. I just did not like it, and I really feel bad for Violetta. Anyways, going back, she confronts her two skeletons, and at this point, they're like, okay, Tia, I love Tia. She's like, namaste, I'm Zen, I'm like peaceful and good vibes, and I'm like, go Tia, like that was so hilarious. Everybody got like that WTF face, but I think we need people in the real world. Like I think that they haven't gone through a whole bunch of personalities that I think that would be so great to put in with these crazy party people, because all they get is the crazy party people nowadays. Well, since Las Vegas throughout now, Las Vegas the first one, they've only gotten like party people, party people. I want to see like party people, and I wouldn't say Tia is like that yoga master kind of stuff, but her talking about that stuff in the middle of like party people looked so funny because they just did not understand what she was talking about, and I thought it was funny too. But she doesn't really look like that. But yeah, the real world needs some new personalities, and I feel like they always get the same type of homosexual girls. I think that Nicole and Sam and what's it called? An Ari, or kind of like the tomboyish, the we kind of like drag king kind of stuff. And I want to see a lipstick lesbian because I really have a good friend that I could that she's a lesbian and you don't even know she's a lesbian until she tells you I have a girlfriend, because she is so girly and she's all into clothes and makeup and lipstick and looking good and stuff like that. I'm not saying that lesbians do not care about looking good, but I'm saying like she wears makeup and lip gloss and all the shit, you know. And I think that we need. I don't remember any lesbian being like that except Brooke, but Brooke was not a lesbian. Brooke was swinging one way and swinging the other. Um, so yeah, I think we need a lesbian like that. And anyways, going back to the story, they go out, and in the way back, Violetta seems like she's drunk and she's like picking on Bruno, and I love how she's saying bye. I just love how she says bye. And then Bruno gets mad, and I don't understand why he gets this pissed off. I mean, does he either really have a big problem with his like anger, or he's just trying to like literally show off what he can do when he gets mad? Because I think that wasn't a big deal. um he starts like throwing the houses down, like he starts throwing shit around and calling Violetta an anorexic bitch and this and that and whatnot. And I don't know, I think it wasn't that big of a deal to take it to that level, but I don't know, it's just too much. And then we have Sylvia versus Violetta because she's not gonna sleep in the room and whatever. Then they just, in the middle of the argument, they start laughing. They're like, okay, what are we doing? So finally, now that this dude, what's it called, Bruno, has called the girl or Violetta anorexic bitch, she's like, yes, I have an eating disorder. So what? And that's when everybody realizes this girl has problems, and like she's going through a whole bunch. And that's when Tia kind of like goes and talks to her, and she kind of mends things with her. Well, not meant, well, yeah, meant things. So we get, now it's like she's saying it, she has a problem. So and later she goes out with Tia and Jessica to dinner because they want to clear the air. But I guess these girls are not, they're never gonna get along. I guess they were saying just truths. I feel like we could see Tia and Violetta like having a relationship. Well, with Jessica, I don't think so. And then later they go out, and then Jessica goes into bed with Tony because Madison um was kind of like pushing him away in the bar. So he was like, okay, if you're not gonna fucking pay attention to me, I'm gonna go with the other blonde. And we don't know what happened, so that's the end to this. And these two girls leave, and it was like, what? I mean, it was just a kind of boring episode. I was waiting for a huge argument, or something. I don't know, but yeah, I would have liked to see more of. I loved how it ended. About talking about Violetta talking about her disease. Um, I feel really bad for Violetta. I hope she gets over the disease. And yeah, so see you later, alligators. Bye bye.